Hi everybody, it's Tammy from Zen City Yoga. Today I have a great hip opener workout for you. So if you're ready, let's get started. Roll out your mat. We're going to start in seated. You can sit like this, hero's pose, or you can sit crisscross applesauce. If you want to sit in hero's pose but it bothers your knees a little, you can always use a block or something, a pillow to sit on. So find a nice comfortable seat, closing the eyes, and beginning to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice long inhales. Nice long exhales. Really trying to calm the mind here. Finding a moment of peace, a moment of quiet, a moment just for you. Nice deep inhale. Nice long exhale. And when you're ready, flutter open the eyes. Inhaling your hands to heart center. Taking a moment here. Then inhaling your arms out and up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling your hands out and up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. One more. Inhaling, hands out and up. Exhaling to heart center. This time, inhaling your arms up and then bringing them out to cactus. Inhaling up. Exhaling cactus. Inhaling up. Exhaling cactus. Inhaling up. Then hands to heart center. Taking a slight twist here. Bringing your right hand to your left knee. And then your left hand behind you. Gazing to the side wall. And breathing here. Inhaling back to center. Taking it to the other side. I love feeling the sun on my face today. Inhaling back to center. If you're sitting on a block, remove it. And then go into all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Finding a neutral spine, spreading out the fingers. Starting cat-cows here. Inhaling, dropping the belly, gaze goes up, cow pose. Exhaling, tucking the tummy, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders, cat pose. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhaling, cat pose. Take a few more rounds of these with your own breath at your own time. Remembering to breathe with your movements. One more round. Then coming back to a neutral spine. Take your right fingertips out to the front of you, sliding that back leg back, and then lifting. Pointing the toe, one straight line from your fingertips to your toes. Then bringing elbow to knee for a crunch. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, crunch. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, crunch. Releasing it down to the mat. This time reaching your left fingertips out. Sliding that right leg back. Then lifting. Holding here. Breathing here. Then bringing elbow to knee for a crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhaling, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhaling, crunch. Release down to the mat. Nice. Tucking those toes and going for your first downward facing dog of the day. Pedaling it out. Doing one knee at a time or both knees. Doing whatever feels nice right here. Really pressing into the palms, your fingertips. Externally rotating the shoulders. Nice long back. Really reaching those hips up to the sky. And when you're ready, come to neutral. Taking a breath here. Gazing to the top of your mat. Walk forward, little baby steps till you get there. Once you're there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Gathering opposite elbows for your ragdoll. Bending your knees if you'd like. Really making your top body heavy. Swaying side to side. Perhaps shaking your head yes and no. Breathing. Releasing your hands. Holding here for just a moment. And then reverse swan dive. Inhaling, arms out and up. Hands come to heart center. Taking another moment here. Starting with those sun A's. Inhaling your arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Planting the hands. Stepping the right foot back. Then the left for plank. Then lowering for your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lovely. Breathing here. Gazing to the top of your mat. Baby steps again to the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling your arms out and up. Hands to heart center. Taking your right foot, releasing it back behind you. Bending that left knee, then lowering down for a low lunge. Adjusting the knee so it's right over the ankle. Really reaching that right leg back so you can feel it in your psoas muscle here, your hip flexor. Pressing forward, keeping your hands here, or if you'd like, raising them to the sky and breathing. One more breath here. Then releasing your hands down to the inside of your leg. Staying here for a moment. You could use a block if you have one available to come down on your forearms. Again, a nice stretch in your psoas muscle. Staying here and breathing. A variation I like to do sometimes is placing my hand on the mat, taking the hand that's closest to that bent knee and pushing it out. Do whatever feels good to you today. Tummy in. One more breath here. Wherever you are is perfect. Releasing your hands to the mat to frame your foot this time. Tucking your back toe, stepping back to plank. Then downward facing dog. Breathing here. Gazing to the top of your mat, hop, step, or jump. Up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up. Hands to heart center. Taking it to the other side. Releasing your left leg back. Bending that front knee. Then lowering down for a low lunge. Untucking the toe. And really sliding your foot forward on this one. Get a nice stretch. Knee should always be over the ankle though. Staying here. Or incorporating the arms. Breathing. Tummy in. Spine nice and long and tall. Two more breaths here. Nice. All right, then releasing your hands down on the inside of your foot. If you like to wiggle that foot out a little, you can. Staying here, using the blocks to come down on your forearm, or do that variation that I like, where you push out on your knee slightly, feeling that nice stretch in your hip flexors. Breathing here. Back leg is nice and long. One more breath here. The gaze goes down, bringing your foot back to the center if you moved it, framing your foot with your hands, tucking that back toe, stepping back to high plank, holding plank, then downward facing dog. Nice. Staying here for just a moment. Gazing to the top of your mat. Hop, step, or float to the top. Inhale when you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up. Hands to heart center. Coming to the long side of your mat, either side. I just stepped my right leg back, so I'm facing you. We're going to point our toes outward. Heels are in. Bending at the knees for your goddess pose. Tucking that tailbone. Arms up to a cactus. Breathing here. Smiling here. Because you're a goddess. Lifting one toe, or heel, I'm sorry. Then trying to lift the other one. Then lifting both. Releasing down. Two more breaths here. Nice strong cactus. Then bringing your hands to your waist and straightening those legs. Okay. Bringing those toes back to the side of the mat, so your feet are parallel with the edges. Nice tall spine here. We're going to do a forward fold, so hinging at the hips, placing your hands here so you can feel yourself, nice flat back. Inhale, prepare. Exhaling, fold. Your stance could be as wide as you like. Once you get here, release your hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grabbing your ankles and breathing here. Elbows are swayed out. Two more breaths. Feeling that nice hamstring stretch. Last breath here. Bringing your hands back down to the mat. Placing your left hand right directly under your face. Releasing your right fingertips to the sky for a twist. Crown of the head shining forward. Gaze can be up or to the side wall. Releasing your hand down, taking it to the other side. Really rooting through your fingertips, then releasing those fingers up to the sky. Breathing here. Nice long spine. Micro bend in those knees. Last breath here. Releasing down to the mat. Beautiful. The inhalation brings you all the way up. Nice. Taking your feet and bringing them back into center. Stepping to the top of your mat. Inhaling, arms out and up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Holding plank. Lifting your left leg up. Stay strong. Then bringing your left knee to your left wrist for pigeon pose, lowering down. Here, think of a split. You're not leaning off to the side, you're staying up. Bringing this foot as far forward as you can, or taking it back if it's not that great on your knee. Nice tall spine here. Inhaling and walking your hands forward. Releasing down to the mat. Using your arms as a pillow if you'd like. Using a block. Whatever feels good. We're going to be here for a minute. Don't forget to breathe. Enjoy this moment. Inhaling strength. Exhaling surrender a little more. One more breath here. Releasing any props that you may have brought in. Walking your hands back towards center. Tucking that back toe and stepping back to plank. Holding plank. This time lifting your right leg up. Then bringing your right knee to that right wrist. Sitting up nice and tall. Then walking your hands forward for pigeon on the other side. Make any micro adjustments to make yourself comfortable. And breathing. more breaths here. Last breath. Removing any props you may have used. Inhaling, walk your hands back up towards your body. Tucking that back toe. Going back into your plank. Lowering to your knees. Opening your knees up to mat distance apart. Toes come together, joining. Pushing back to child's pose. Releasing the head to the mat. Keeping your hands in ahead of you or behind, whatever feels good. Breathing here. On the inhale, walking your hands by your face and pushing yourself up. Taking your legs and swinging them around in front of you. Releasing that fleshy part of your sit bones. Nice tall spine. Bringing your hands behind you for a reverse plank. Fingertips facing your feet. Inhaling, lifting those hips, pointing those toes. Head can stay here or fall back. Breathing. Raising those hips. Strong arms. And releasing back down. Nice. Bending that right knee. Bringing it over your left leg. Taking your left arm and hugging that right knee in. Releasing your right hand behind you. Nice tall spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting. Gazing behind you. First the head unwinds and then the body, coming back to center, bringing that right leg back to straight, this time bending the left knee and crossing it over your right leg, hugging it in, inhale, lengthen, exhaling, twisting, left hand behind you, gaze can be to the side or behind you, whatever feels comfortable, breathing here. First the head unwinds, then the body, releasing your legs straight. Perhaps bending both knees and rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Keeping those knees bent, bring them in for a little hug, rocking side to side, breathing. Bringing your arms out to a T and letting your knees fall to your right side body. Gaze can go to the left. Breathing here. Inhaling your knees back to center, then taking them to the left side. Gaze can go to the right. Breathing here. First the head unwinds and then the body. Coming back to center. Planting the soles of your feet on the mat and sliding them down for Shavasana. Bringing the palms of your hands facing up next to your body, relaxing, making those shoulders go down your back, breathing here, relaxing your eyes and your jaw and your face, your chest, taking one last moment to drift away and have quiet time. Start to awaken the body, micro movements in your fingers and toes. Reaching those arms overhead for a nice morning stretch. Then rolling over to your right side body into that fetal position. One breath here. And using your top arm to push you up into a nice, comfortable seat. Keeping the eyes closed, sitting up nice and tall, listening to the birds behind me. Hands at heart center. I am thankful for you. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.